I thought I was coming for choma, but I did not expect this. From choosing raw meat by weight to the meat being grilled in your presence and within your budget. This place surprised me. Join me as I explore Char-Choma Restaurant in Mombasa. It is situated along Mombasa-Malindi Highway. It is one place you have to try. Like they say, it's from the farm to the grill. So let's get in and see what they have. First, as you walk in, you can see it's so beautiful. The environment is welcoming. It looks clean and calm. I don't think it is quite calm, but it was a bit busy. You can see I just loved everything. They have a swimming pool overlooking the restaurant, and then they have 2 spacious restaurants on the ground floor. And as we will progress, you'll see there's more seating space. So one thing that stood out for me is that this restaurant is overlooking the ocean. Can you imagine that? You have your lunch by the ocean. You can even decide to just go and sit there. How cool is that? So I must say the choice of the location was a tick by the beach, especially for those people who don't go out and stay in restaurants by the beach. This is a good destination. So the next thing that I loved about this restaurant is the way they serve their meat. You can see they are displayed just like an ordinary butchery, and then you get to choose what you want based on the quantity that you can take, as much as based on your wallet. You know, you can have a big wallet with a little appetite, or a big appetite with a little wallet. So depending on what you have, they have everything for everybody. And then they have a variety for either white or red meat. The choice is yours. Okay, the display, as you can see, it's beautiful, it's welcoming, and it's up to you to decide. So what did I think about the food? The food takes time to be prepared, but what I noticed is that the time they will tell you it will take for them to prepare the food or the meat, it will be ready on time. I don't know whether you have been there and had a different experience, but our experience was fantastic. Okay. And one thing you need to note, they have local and international cuisines, and they also do in and out service. So you don't have to eat in, you can also take out. I also noted that their working hours are long enough for anybody. They are open at 6 and close at midnight. By the time I visited the restaurant, of course, I don't know whether this has changed. If you have been there recently and this has changed, let us know in the comments section. Someone may be wondering who can go to Char-Choma. Char-Choma is open to individuals. You can go solo, friends, couple, family. You can have a big party. You can, of course, the beach party, you know, that is so cool. Can you imagine having an ocean party? I loved that they're giving you that opportunity to just be yourself and get out there by the beach. Let me know in the comment section, would you want a beach party, or would you be a bit scared that maybe some people, when they get high, they may decide to go and swim and maybe you get into a situation of an accident? Let me know what you think. As always, I don't just talk about my own experience. I like taking reviews from other people so that you also have a feel. Perhaps maybe I was lucky, unlucky, and the experience is different for other people. So let me read a few reviews. KK said, I loved my experience at the restaurant. The beautiful view, the great ambience perfectly complemented the live band and DJ mixes that I truly enjoyed. I was pleasantly surprised by the birthday celebration the staff organized. They performed well, choreographed dances as they brought out a cake, which made the moment extra special. The food was the highlight for me, and it was nothing short of amazing. Service 5 out of 5. Location 5 out of 5. Yes. Roberto's experience. The best restaurant in Mombasa. Quiet and beautiful location on the beach. Best barbecue in town. Amazing side dishes and also cheaper than the others. Waiters and staff are kind and professional. You can order tour meat, give it weighted and cooked at the moment. I'm going 2 times a week with my family. Never been disappointed. Again, service 5 out of 5. Location 5 out of 5. The next one was Morris. He said, I like their system of picking the variety of meats from chicken, pork to prawns, lobster. They then prepare the assortment, which for us took about 40 minutes. It was worth the wait. Freshly cooked food any day. The only issue was the wait for our drinks. All in all, Char-Choma was a good experience. 4 out of 5 in terms of service. I'm surprised that through my checks, I have not seen a negative experience, and from my own experience, it was amazing. So, like I said, those are enough reviews. You can see this is now the backyard, if I can call it so. You can see it's friendly for the kids. You have a whole space to enjoy. Look at this. This is by the beach. Can you imagine? Look at the Indian Ocean. You just chill there. First of all, the cool thing about this location or this spot that we decided to sit on is because of the humid environment in Mombasa, you get to sit by the ocean and get the ocean breeze. Look at the space. This is all the space that you can get in the restaurant, and as you can see, there's a floor. I don't know whether I should call it rooftop, but it was cool. You can see it's just a few minutes walk to the beach. And of course, when you take a walk to the beach, you expect to find people marketing their business. So we had an experience. I don't know whether sometimes they need to be a little bit easy on people visiting, because they just want to go and chill, but then they also want to sell their business. So it's a tricky situation to balance the two. Okay, so this is the ocean, which means if you go to Mombasa, you're not able to live by the ocean. You can just come to Char-Choma, enjoy amazing meat, enjoy an amazing meal, then take a walk to the beach. Okay, so let me take you inside the restaurant. So this is on one side. This is the setup they have. That is how they feel like. I don't know what the feel is like, but this is the vibe they have in one of the restaurants, the ones which are on the ground floor. It feels so conducive, and I also liked that the restaurant is quite clean, and as you can see, it's overlooking the swimming pool. By the time I visited, the swimming pool was not working, but I'm sure by now it is back on track. You can let us know in the comment section if now they are using the swimming pool. So we are heading upstairs to also go and explore what is upstairs. What is this rooftop like? Like, you feel like it's party time. You may want to try the rooftop rather than just sitting on the ground floor. So let's take a tour and see what they have. As we take the tour, you can make sure if you're not subscribed, subscribe for more content like this. If you feel like you've enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like. And you can share with your friends, anyone who wants to experience Char-Choma. This is my own experience, and a few others I've shared from online, the experience people have shared. So it's something you can try out. I would recommend Char-Choma definitely. So you can see from the rooftop, they have a different setup, sofa-like, but still easy peasy. Then on the other side, where you sit by the ocean, that's the sitting arrangement from now rooftop, or do we call it bird's eye view? Look at that. This is a huge space. If you have a party, if you have a graduation, if you have whatever you have, you can see, you can even decide to just have your event by the backyard where there's the overlooking the ocean with no stress. I don't know whether they can block for other visitors, but it's something you can find out from them. On this setup, it looks like a touch of just cozy seating arrangement, as you can see. But I feel like here you might have to experience some burns because it is overlooking there's no roof, so it might get hot. Then they had this setup, which I'm wondering whether they actually set up for you in different colors or they just have those colors. If you've had an event there, maybe you can tell us in the comment section whether they have different colors or this is what they have, so you just make do with the setup. Because I could see different colors. You can see this one is focusing on white, the other one was a bit pink. You know, I don't know whether it's something they do or it's something that they go out and maybe do some different colors for their guests. If you are part of Char-Choma, you can also let us know in the comment section, so that when we are exploring, we can also know that is something we can look into. If you have watched this video this far, what do you think of Char-Choma? Is this a place you can explore? Have you been here? Let me know in the comment section your experience or what you feel after watching this video, because for me, I would definitely go back there. As you can see, you see the way it's chilled. It has the ocean vibes. You don't get too hot. You know, you are able to manage. You can see how cool they get the drinks to us. And then after like 40 minutes, our meal was served. I think we had different meals. So how cool is that? So if you like this kind of video, consider subscribing to this channel. And if you ask me my rating for this restaurant, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. Of course, there's no one who is perfect, so the 1 is for the imperfections here and there. But as you can see, the display of the food was amazing. It was inviting, appetizing, and even the way it is served, you enjoy. And then it's not like when we go as a group and then we agree, maybe we are 5, so everybody wants to eat something different, but then the options they have is for us, it is maybe more affordable for us to have one type. At Char-Choma, you can have different variety. You can just eat differently. Like you have seen, our meals were different. We didn't take the same meal because everybody had their own mood or vibe that they wanted to experience, and of course we are chilling as we enjoy the ocean. Yes, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, you can consider subscribing. If you like this kind of content, ensure you subscribe so that when we have our next upload, you will be notified. And if you would like us to explore other restaurants, let us know. For now, our series is focusing on the ones we have already visited, but if you have any restaurant you want us to explore in Nairobi City, let us know in the comment section and we'll definitely explore it and give us our honest review. See you on the next one. Bye bye.